It's happening! 1,025 horsepower officially detected by the ECU. This motor is... Whoa, the power! Hey crew, I've got the key to my Dodge Demon 170. And today I want to answer a very simple question with a little bit of complication. And the simple question is, what is the fuel economy of the Dodge Demon 170? And I suppose the simple answer would be, well, the EPA rates it at 13 MPG in the city, 17 on the highway, and 15 combined. But of course, there is more complication to that because it really depends in the real world how you're driving this car and what type of fuel you're putting in it. Is it 91 octane fuel or E85? Now, the way I plan to answer this question is by first seeing how good I can get the fuel economy of the Demon 170 in the best situation on 91 octane fuel. And then tomorrow, we'll see just how terrible the fuel economy can be for the Demon 170 on E85 fuel. So, without any further ado, let's get to that fuel station. Now, my plan of action for optimal fuel efficiency is pretty darn simple. I'm just going to take this Demon 170 to a highway that's right about at sea level and lock it in at 60 miles per hour. That's with 91 octane fuel in the tank. And having confirmed that tire pressures are at recommended levels, we should see about as good of fuel economy numbers as this car can do. Now, because I'm not going to want any 91 octane fuel, or at least as very little as possible, left in the fuel tank for my E85 test tomorrow, I'm just going to bring the fuel level up to around half a tank. I already had a quarter tank, so half would be another 4.6 gallons out of this 18.5 gallon fuel tank. And at prices of $5.29 for 91 octane fuel, it would cost me about $100 to completely fill this tank. I'm actually really looking forward to this test for a few reasons. One, I only have 373 miles on the odometer, and for proper break-in procedure, I should be at 500 miles before I start really wailing on this car. Two, I of course need to know how much this vehicle is going to cost me in fuel during my ownership tenure. And then three, during the first drive, I discovered I really enjoy cruising in the Demon 170. It's so darn comfortable, so this won't be a chore at all. Okay, I've reached the section of highway that's pretty flat. It's right at sea level. These are going to be the ideal conditions for maximizing fuel economy. So let me lock it in at 60 miles per hour. That's 65. There we are at 60, making sure I'm in the eco drive mode. I've got another camera here that is going to be monitoring my progress, and now I need to reset the trip computer. There we go. Okay, I can't take it anymore. 60 miles per hour on a California highway when everyone is doing 80 around you. It's just terrifying. Not necessarily all that safe. But for our test, I covered 19 miles. And in those 19 miles, I was averaging 24.7 miles per gallon, almost 25 miles per gallon in a 900 horsepower with 91 octane fuel V8 supercharged muscle car. That is absurd. And I don't see anyone beating that fuel economy unless they're on a downhill doing maybe 55. Wow, I'm actually in 60, gonna have to pass someone. Doing 55 miles per hour with a tailwind. Only in those circumstances could you possibly beat this. And in the real world, no one is going to do, well, we hit 25, yeah. That had a little bit of a downhill there. In the real world, no one is gonna do this, but the fact that you can is just incredible. And now I need to go a lot faster. But before I unleash the true demonic power of this car, I need to see three things. One, 500 miles on the odometer. And there we are. I've achieved a proper break-in of 500 miles, which means I can move on to step 2, which is simply to drain the 91 octane fuel out of this tank so I can fill it up with E85 and see what happens to the fuel economy. And with that, I've reached an uncomfortably low level of fuel, so it's good that I've just arrived at the E85 station. I'm gonna fill this bad boy up. Okay, here we go. E85 station at $3.69 for credit. That's so much less than filling it up with 91 octane fuel. Should cost me about 70 bucks to fill this 18.5 gallon tank. I could get used to that. Okay, even knowing I'm supposed to do this, it feels so weird to fill my car with ethanol. All right, that's where it stopped. 17 out of the 18.5 gallon tank now has E85, and the final sale was just under 63 bucks. So with the fuel tank now full, I can see here that the power is adjusting in real time thanks to that ECU's detection of the amount of ethanol in the tank. I'm just watching it go up here, and we'll see where it stops. It's happening! 1,025 horsepower officially detected by the ECU. I've now burned off the last of the 91 octane fuel, and so I've got the full 1,025, and it does change up the images here. Like, the engine is now in blue, this is backgrounded in blue, even the image over here just to the right of the tachometer with the corn logo on it is in blue, which means it's time to drive the Demon 170 hard. And for that, I move on to step 3, drag mode. That's all locked in. Reset of the trip computer and unleash the Demon. Oh! No! It gets the power to the ground! These tires! These tires are unbelievable! This motor is... Oh, the power! Oh, the power! And the grip! And the power! Stop it! My heart! It's so tight in my chest right now! What is this car? Oh, I love it! I love it so much! No! I don't believe it! I could never have imagined this! Like, actually, I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. Oh, okay. No, I'm not really, but shoot, it feels like as close as I can imagine something like that. I'm sweating a lot. And it just unleashes it without any trouble. These tires are unbelievable. I don't care about the fuel test anymore. I've transcended. I don't know where I've gone, but it's here and I'm loving it. Mother Mary, comfort me. Speak words of wisdom, but also let it be. No, this isn't. How is this a car someone can buy? I bought this car. How did I do it? How? I just want to get to 10 miles. I just want to get to 10 miles and see what happens if I survive. I mean, the car is grip. It's going to be fine. I just don't know if I'm just going to combust. This is ridiculous. I can only make noises now. That's all I've got left. Just been holding in air because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with it. I'm so warm right now. I'm so warm. I'm literally just holding on. This is me gripping as hard as I can because I'm like afraid that the seat's just gonna eject out the back. Everything's fine. It's all fine. I'm fine. I think I've gotten to 10 miles now. I think I got to 10 miles, and I'm sorry because I didn't turn on this camera until right now. I was supposed to be tracking the whole time, but I mean, you saw what was going on. I need to pull off to breathe and then to just see how terribly I've done. I'm gonna do that now. And there it is, 11.3 miles. I got 4.7 miles per gallon. That's horrendous. And it probably could be worse. Like if I was at a drag strip just doing runs from one end to the other, it'd be worse than 4.7. But just pinning my foot in as much as possible over that 11.3 miles, I got 4.7. That's crazy. And it matches the insanity of the acceleration of this vehicle. I'm proud and terrified. And let's just chew on that spectrum of performance for a second, because with 91 octane fuel, cruising at 60 miles per hour on the highway, I got 25 miles per gallon. And then flip the script here with a tank full of E85 fuel, pinning it as much as humanly possible. I got 4.7 miles per gallon. 900 horsepower, 1,025 horsepower. Comfortable cruiser, absurd straight line animal. This Demon 170 is the real deal. It is very much precisely what Dodge has said it would be. It's unlike any Challenger I've ever driven. And I'm just getting started with this car, because there's lots more Demon 170 content on the way with the new change of clothes. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.